Chris.
And I'm Carly.
And today we are going to show you our newest product, Dark Sister Sword of Daemon Targaryen. Just released, just came in. Here it's highly anticipated.
It's highly anticipated.
Highly anticipated.
Everyone is waiting
Everyone's
for
been
it.
waiting for it.
Everyone has been aggressively
Thank you for your patience.
Commenting on Facebook, wondering where it is.
It's here now. We just got it in this week. It's our first product from House of the Dragon, and we believe it will rival Longclaw from Game of Thrones in popularity. So let's get to it, shall we?
Is this how it arrives?
Yes, this is how it's going to arrive to you. All our products will come in a corrugated cardboard box, just with a UPS label on it or mail label, depending on your shipping method. And it will come to you this way, and then inside you've got more packaging. So let's open it up and show you what we have.
Make sure not to cut that beautiful interior package.
I will be very careful, dear. Take the box, please. Put that behind. So this is the packaging that will come with your sword. As you can see, we have a full color graphic of the sword on the front there, and we have a story and more photos on the back. You have the name of the swords on the sides. Everything's high glossy, full color. It's very giftable when the product arrives, especially if this is a gift for someone. You want them to know it's something of quality that they are receiving. The packaging lets them know it's something of quality that they are receiving.
I think you should hold it up because you worked really hard on this packaging and it is beautiful.
So you like my sword packaging?
I do.
Good,
Yeah,
glad.
there are a lot of things I like about your sword packaging.
Very good. She likes my sword packaging.
I do.
And then this will slide right off. So you can see to always look for officially licensed products on our packaging here, which you can see. We'll show you a little close-up later. But we, of course, will always have the HBO logo, copyright statements, and things of that nature that let you know that you are getting something that is officially licensed through the studios and not a counterfeit.
I think that's important to talk about because there are a lot of knockoffs out there.
There are so many
And
knockoffs
already
out there.
knockoffs of Dark Sister.
There are, and you don't want to knock off, they will fall apart on you.
Well, and also, it only makes things more difficult on this end, and I don't think any of your fans want that.
No, they don't.
No.
Every sword will come with a plaque. Sometimes people miss them. We'll show you the plaque later, but it is here in the styrofoam. So don't throw this away. The plaque is hiding inside of it.
I'm excited. You've been working on this for how long?
Over a year. Really, over a year working on this. The first thing you will see is the certificate of authenticity. It just something that comes with all of our swords. Again, it will have the HBO logo on it, a little story about the sword itself, and what most people do is they will frame this in a document frame and they will hang it on their wall next to the sword. And then we have
Show this too. Package.
everything is very well packaged. We custom styrofoam molds for the sword itself, so there's no movement and it can arrive to you safely, securely, and undamaged. And now the sword itself. Dark Sister, of course, is the sword of Daemon Targaryen in House of the Dragon. However, it was not always Daemon's sword. Originally, it was the sword of Visenya, Aegon the Conqueror's sister wife. And as a sword that was made for a woman, it is a little lighter and smaller than a lot of the other swords we have made or some of the other swords you may be familiar with. Obviously, it's still good enough to be used by a man. It's still not too small to be used by a man. Daemon certainly creates quite a bit of mayhem with this blade, but it is a little smaller than and lighter than swords you would otherwise or might otherwise have encountered before. Here you go, my dear.
She's beautiful. The leather. Tell me about the leather that you chose.
So just like the prop is an ostrich leather, and we have also used ostrich leather on the hilt. I'm not entirely sure if ostrich leather was chosen because it's ostrich leather or because the HBO prop designers thought it looked the closest to what they imagined dragon skin might look like, and so they picked ostrich leather as a real world equivalent of what dragon skin would be. But the prop was ostrich leather, and so the prop replica is ostrich as well.
And tell me more, because this to me, I have to tell everyone, he's the one that introduced me to House of the Dragon and also Game of Thrones, so I'm somewhat new to the world and I'm learning as I go. I look at this and I see a dragon egg. Is that correct?
I would say yes. Like, it's not specifically stated anywhere that the pommel is a dragon egg, but I agree with you that it certainly resembles that. And if I had to bet money in Vegas on being a dragon egg, that is certainly the bet I would make.
It looks like one to me.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And then tell me about the rest of it.
So this is what you would call a cut and thrust sword. It's a long sword. So it doesn't have a very wide blade like a lot of the other swords we might have made, like ice or even like the book Longclaw. It is for cutting and thrusting, so it's narrower and it's got a narrower point. So it was designed, this style of sword, for poking through holes in armor. If people were wearing plate armor and there's only certain, like the armpits and certain places where they were vulnerable, it was made to make it into those cracks in the armor. So it would be called a cut and thrust longsword, technically, historically. But it's a really beautiful sword. And the crossguard here again, we'll be showing you some close-ups, is a dragon wing motif right across here. And it obviously everything Targaryen, they like to use dragons in their designs. I can't imagine why. I guess something to do with their house. On the blade itself, again, you'll see in the close-ups, there is a laser mark that has the edition number. So you'll have Dark Sister, the SKU, which is VS0128. That's our internal manufacturing number. And then the number of the blade itself. Now, this is not a limited edition blade, but we do serialize them. So the sword that we are using is number 922. So every sword has a unique number, and you will, some are more collectible, some people request specific numbers, but every sword is numbered. We're just not limiting them because this one's going to be so popular.
I can see why.
Yeah, and Daemon certainly gets a lot of action with it in the show.
Certainly does. Yes.
He gets a lot of action with the sword in the show.
He does. And then what is this part stored down here? Is this just for shipping?
Yeah, that is just to keep the point of the blade from coming out of the sword while it ships.
And then this is more documentation on the fact that it's an HBO licensed collectible.
Yeah, and that just also advertises our other products. So customers receive this, we hope that maybe they might want to buy another sword, and you can learn more about some of our other swords in that pamphlet. The sword itself, this is a stainless steel blade. We are doing two versions of this sword. We're doing a stainless steel version and a Damascus steel version. The Damascus steel version is definitely more accurate to the show and to the books as far as what a Valyrian steel sword should look like. However, it is a much higher price point. So to make sure that collectors who have a variety of means are able to purchase the sword, we are doing two different versions. We do the stainless steel version, which is maintenance free and a little less expensive, but still highly desirable and collectible. And then we do a higher end limited edition Damascus steel version, which you can order now on our website, and it will ship about 6 weeks from today. And the Damascus steel version, that is a limited edition. It's higher end, higher pricing, more collectible, but we know it's not for everybody. And also, the Damascus steel requires some maintenance. You do have to oil the blade.
What about this? You said maintenance free, but I noticed you're not touching the blade. So is there any care involved in this? And is it not a good idea to touch it?
Out of habit, I try and keep my fingerprints off sword blades because I'm touching swords all day long, and if it's fingerprints get on a high carbon or Damascus steel blade, they can cause rust and pitting if you don't wipe them off. So out of habit, I try to avoid touching sword blades. Stainless steel, though, is not going to rust, so you could safely be touching it. I just habit, good practice, right? Always wash your hands.
Always. So also, these are not sharpened in shipping.
That is correct. The licensors that we work with do not want sharpened blades. We don't really want sharpened blades either. We don't want anyone to accidentally hurt themselves. So you can safely run your hand along the edge of the blade here and it's not going to cut anything. If you want to sharpen this after you own it, that is your business. We have nothing to do with that, but it will ship to you unsharpened. So hey, you know what? We haven't even talked about the plaque yet.
Oh, well, let's see it.
Yeah, let's get the plaque out. The plaque on this sword turned out really
Well,
nice.
speaking of storing it after you own it.
Yeah. So again, the plaque is on the back side over here.
And I know you did a pre-order on these.
We did.
So they are not sold out yet, correct?
They are not sold out yet. We still have some available
You saved
from
some
the
for
first.
the full
Yeah,
delivery.
for the first production run, there are still swords available. They have not yet sold out. In the plaque box, you will find a hardware pack for hanging, along with a brief instruction sheet on how to achieve that. It's very simple, though. You might not even need the instructions.
And I think you did a really nice job on the plaque too.
I agree. This plaque, honestly,
It's one of the prettiest.
I feel is the best plaque we've ever made, and I'm not just saying that because it's the newest sword. I feel it's the best plaque we've ever made.
Well, if anything, as you go, you learn, you improve.
Again, we'll be showing you some close-up views, but you can see the plaque here. It is very attractive. There's a slight texture to the silk screen, and it's a multicolor plaque. We have gold, white, and red. Silk screen. If you know how silk screen works, that means it was silk screen 3 different times for the 3 different colors, and that adds a degree of design depth that we haven't always done with some of our other plaques. So how it will work is you would install the hooks on the plaque itself, and then the sword would hang on your wall like this, on the plaque, on the wall, like so.
It really is beautiful.
You see the raised
I can see the
texture. It's really, really nice. Like, I love our new system for silk screen on plaques going forward. It's really nice.
These are just pegs that you have in this package.
Yes,
Here. But
yes.
this is pretty. What is this here?
That's our peg deer.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, the pegs are pretty.
We've always used the same pegs for all of our swords.
I have to be honest, I don't think I've noticed the pegs being that attractive
We're happy
previously.
And it's just it just bolts in through the plaque itself. Would you like to unscrew that one? I do this. Put the screw in the back side. Yeah, you can set that up. And then it would hold like this, and your sword rests on the plaque, like so, on your wall, like so.
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
And I love that it was a lady's sword.
It is.
I mean, that's the first we know of it.
People often feel and think that a Game of Thrones sword, or any sword really, is going to be, it's a manly thing, it's a male sword. We have many, many female customers. We have many female fans. The show have many female fans. We had some customers in the shop today, a couple women that were buying 2 swords. So you can't pigeonhole one gender into being the sword buyers, and this was a lady's sword. So if you are a lady and you are a sword collector, this is a sword. That's also a sword for guys. We want to sell this sword to all of you. But if you're a lady in particular, this may be a sword that you feel more a kinship towards because it was originally designed and forged in the mythology of the show for a woman, Visenya Targaryen.
And then given to Daemon, who is serving his queen.
Yes, queen and wife.
That's right.
That's
well,
right, yeah.
Visenya was a sister and a wife, correct?
Yes, she was.
So, well, you know,
And-
times were different back then.
Well, they're the same because the Rhaenyra is his niece and wife.
Well, that's correct.
That's
That is
true.
right. Yes.
Oh, those Targaryens.
Well, I think it's beautiful, and I'm excited that you have it, and I know all of your fans are going to be really excited that it's finally here.
We are so excited. We are really excited to see some of your customer reviews too. We shipped out over 200 swords just yesterday. When you customers start receiving these, we would love to see your reviews and see what you think of the sword. Make your own videos. We would love to see all of that.
Yeah, and like and follow
definitely
on Facebook, Valerian Steel.
Valerian Steel, Jalek Blades.
On Instagram, Jalek.
Jalek, yep. And on our new YouTube channel as well, which hopefully is where you're watching this.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, order Dark Sister, link in the comments, subscribe and all that. And stay tuned for next time. We'll do another unboxing video. Thank you. Bye-bye. You did good.
Sweating.
You did good. All right, next. No, you don't. You look awesome.
I look so stupid.
No, you don't.
I can't do this.
You look great. Shake it off.
I can't.
Taylor Swift.
I can't.
All right.
I'm already sweating again. I've been sweating all day.
Shake it out. Ready?
No.
Couple bounces.
No.
It's like you get to cut your teeth on stupid sword videos, so when you're doing diamond videos
Of all
later.
the things to say, cut my teeth on sword videos.
It's a phrase. Come on.
Not.
Oh, the blooper reel's gonna make it. Like this stuff I'm gonna play at post credits. It's low banter. Yeah, you're so nervous. Yeah, she's gonna throw up. It's their first sword video.
At least that's what I've told you. Okay.
Definitely making the blooper reel now.